Hey guys, it's Daniel from Valve Tec, and as always, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I wanted to open up on a rather, I guess, touchy topic among the members of the Team Fortress 2 community, which is actually the current state of Valve Casual Servers, and just the entire, general, idea of just kind of what's going on with Valve's matchmaking mode in general. Before this video starts, however, I would just like to give you a huge shout out to all the new people who have been subscribing and supporting the channel over the past week or so. We recently just reached over 800 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, guys. And I would like to seriously just say thank you once again and for all the support, and I hope you stick around for my 12-year-old leafy voice that I have according to some of you. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but anyways, let's get right into today's video. So it's no surprise the casual servers implemented by Valve back in the Meet Your Match update in 2016 have had some mixed feedback, with some players saying it has been one of the worst additions to the game. Reviews of the game actually tanked a good sum after the release of this update, and a lot of people seem to pinpoint this update as the beginning of the end for the game. The Meet Your Match update in general has been one of the most controversial updates in the entire history of the game, and I would actually like to sometime cover its entire update and just its history in a separate video. However, today I wanted to specifically focus on casual mode, which was supposed to be the quote-unquote replacer for the alternative QuickPlay, which was used all the way up to that point. To give you a little bit of backstory for those of you who are kind of new here, QuickPlay was an automated game connection system in Team Fortress 2 that allowed people to find servers to other computers. It was most notable for permitting ad hoc connections to server, as well as shining a de facto spotlight on community servers. So basically what this QuickPlay thing did was just it allowed you to connect to all different types of community servers, and you can leave and join at your will. And actually, you know, QuickPlay had some of its problems, and casual mode kind of straightened some of those out. Casual mode as itself has always stood as a very flawed addition though, and I would have to agree that while I've spent most of my time playing casual mode because, I mean, I just kind of like it as much as it's flawed, it comes with a whole host of just bugs, quirks, which can sometimes just make it very frustrating. One of Team Fortress's main issues over its lifespan has been the juggling of balancing over 120 unique weapons, all with their own stats and usages in play, and with all the different class stacks and combinations that can occur on a team with over 12 people on each side. You know, you're gonna get people with ranging skill levels from gods of the game down to just installed. It can overall just be very difficult for Valve to make an accurate auto balancer that will help remedy the problem. Understanding that, Valve made auto balance optional, and back in the QuickPlay days, if you wanted to help balance teams, you could vote on a scramble, which would switch around the teammates, or you could just press period and switch teams from there. These options are great, I love them, so tell me why is it now that the only way for teams to get balanced is by half of the enemy team leaving for people to finally get switched over to the enemy team to make up for the lack of balance? If anything, the game should just auto-scramble instead, because auto-balance doesn't really make sense once everybody leaves. You can't balance the people's skill levels if they already left. To me, it's something that always made no sense, and I really wish Valve could just bring back a lot of the different options they had, besides just throwing you on the rage quit team for, once again, quote-unquote, balance. Alright, now I know what you're thinking, alright, and yes, Team Fortress 2 and all the game modes casual mode has to offer is not the issue. As a matter of fact, the variety of maps, modes, everything that casual mode offers in terms of playability is one of its strongest attributes. And I mean, they even have alt game modes such as Medieval and Hightower, which is something that for a while was actually gone. I'm talking more broadly on casual mode in general and the variety of casual options we could have had potentially. Consider this, and some of you may not care, but think of competitive Team Fortress 2. The competitive Team Fortress 2 scene is full of some of the most passionate people on the planet, and where Valve lacks to offer an easier transition to competitive play, people all around the world are improvising with MGE servers, tutorials, and a whole website dedicated to resources for people starting out in the competitive scene. They've even gone as far as hosting their own tournaments and funding their own prize pools and such, just to show the degree they'll go to just to make this happen. Now you're probably wondering how this relates back to casual TF2, and I mentioned Comp Team Fortress 2 because casual lacks the tutorial and transition that is needed to get more of the casual audience into competitive TF2. Valve added their own competitive mode in this same update, with all the tons of ranks and fine-tuned competitive settings. It's actually pretty good when you don't get into Turbine or have to, you know, abandon the match because somebody didn't connect. But the transition from casual to competitive is too steep. And one of TF2's biggest problems that's really shined in this update was their lack of tutorial for new players, especially those trying to get into the ropes of competitive Team Fortress 2. Seriously, implementing a casual to a competitive bridge could have been as simple as creating a Sixes and Highlander casual mode that has competitive settings and maps, but with no penalty that competitive offers, so that new players looking to get into the scene comfortably get into the feel of the game with no penalty, and then finally roll into their first legit match feeling comfortable and knowledgeable with what they're doing. It's such a simple thing they could have added, but they really dropped the ball there, and while this doesn't really pertain to the casual servers, it just gives some light on how isolated the mode really has become. So this is something I already talked about in a different video, but it still holds true, and as of recent, if you have seen in some of my videos, VAC has done absolutely nothing to deal with any of the hackers and botters. Actually, a lot of them aren't even getting removed. VAC has done nothing to deal with any of the hackers and botters, and they are getting removed, which leads to a bunch of games just getting ruined. I've made a video about this. Valve seems to really just have no control over the situation currently, and I'm trusting them that they'll work it out eventually. If you look at any of the comments of that video, you'll see everybody's had a nice piece of that hacker pie. It's not really that good, but... So, pretty much casual servers, while they serve their purpose and are still pretty fun, have a pretty decent amount of issues that may never get fixed, potentially. They work, you know, casual mode works, and I really don't have too big of an issue with the whole system. I actually really like it. Like I said, you know, that's what I play pretty much every day. You know, it's really easy to get into a game with your friends and such. I just personally wish they would, at the very least, take steps to deal with the hacker problem that has been running around the servers, but, like, if you look at any of the recent YouTube videos, you know, there's, like, a heavy glitch going on, like an invisible heavy glitch. There's a bunch of different stuff going around or hack, but I just think those are some of the main issues, the main three at least, that competitive TF2 and casual TF2 Valve servers are suffering from. I didn't want this to be too much of a negative video, because casual TF2 is still a great place to start if you're learning to play the game. I sort of made this video more under the terms of those who have kind of been playing for a while, and just have kind of run into these same repetitive problems that are just slowly deteriorating the experience, especially if you're trying to get into competitive. It can be quite a struggle to have to just jump right in, you know, with very little knowledge, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much all for this little rant today. If you did happen to enjoy, make sure to just hit that like button as always. And of course, if you happen to enjoy this video or any of my other videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. I always appreciate the support. Another thing I just wanted to say, once again, a big thank you to all you guys. We are extremely close to 1,000 subscribers. It's actually insane. We're about 150 or something away. We're moving quite steady, I must say. So I would just like to say thank you guys all so much. I cannot wait for what I have planned for you guys. You know, I got a bunch of videos coming out, a bunch of tutorials that kind of help a lot of the new players that have come around this channel. I really want to uplift them as best as possible. I know this video is a bit more of a negative type, but I don't want to give them the wrong impression. Casual mode is great. It just comes with some quirks that after a while can become a little bit tiresome. Other than that, guys, though, I would just like to thank you all for watching this video as always, and yeah, as always, guys, thank you, and have a good day.